I'm in Santiago de la Compostela, and I'm in the Hotel Costa Vella, and I'm talking to Jose Antonio Linares, who's made a tremendous success of 2 boutique hotels already in Santiago, and is now making a 3rd one. And I want to ask Jose Antonio just what his philosophy is of these hotels, and what philosophy is making him so successful. So tell me, Antonio, what's your philosophy? We were talking earlier on about the breakfast, so tell me about the breakfast.
Okay, I think the point is to offer a different product, you know. Today is the same all over the world. It's the bad side of the globalization. And when we try to do things like locals. For example, in our breakfast, we put a really big toast with Galician bread made every morning and toasted not in an electric toaster. We put the toast in over fire. Then the texture, the taste is completely different. I think most of the people appreciate that because it's more real flavor. It's these sort of things. You can not have this kind of toast in a luxury 5-star hotel. Maybe in Manhattan, I do not know.
And no, you wouldn't. I mean, that's the thing. It's those idiosyncrasies. It's like the Galleria, you call it, behind you. This is something quite specific to Galicia, and in particular here in Santiago. It brings you much more light. And you're telling me about this new hotel that you're building, which is even more idiosyncratic, because one of the things that people are going to do when they come there is have a bath.
Oh.
Under the sun, under the sky, which is amazing, isn't it?
Well, in Santiago is famous in Spain, not only for the cathedral, to be the end of the Camino. It's also famous because it's the rainiest city, no? The city where it rains more. It's not true, but most of the people in Madrid and big cities in Barcelona think that. Then we try to offer to make the rain not like an advantage to converse with this kind of big windows we call galleries. It's made of wood with a lot of light. You can sit here and read in a rainy evening a book. And in fact, in our new project, we are going to put a bathtub outside in a room, because to associate the rain of Santiago like something positive, not negative. You can have a bath under Santiago's rain.
Under Santiago's rain. I mean, they tell me that, in fact, I'm sure it's not true, but Santiago had 1 year, had 300 days out of 365 of rain. But you're saying that the rain is a benefit in many respects, because that's why Galicia around here is so incredibly green. And it's not cold, freezing rain, it's warm rain. So people can come here, and instead of saying, oh my God, it was raining all the time, they can say, it was raining, we had a wonderful time in Santiago. The other thing that you were saying about your philosophy is about the people that work for you. Now, I've noticed that your reception staff and your waiters and everybody is incredibly helpful. So tell me, what's your philosophy about the people that work for you?
Well, thank you so much about your kind words. I really appreciate it. Now, we think that the people goes on vacation to travel, spending a lot of money, and people want to be happy. If they choose our hotel, it's our job to try the people enjoy the experience. For example, some people come from the other side of the world, from Australia, to Santiago de Compostela. They came here. It's our obligation to do our best with them. If not, I think the traveling, discovering another countries, another cultures, another places is one of the best things you can do in your life. And it's our job, our responsibility to make the experience the best as possible. That's our philosophy. Some days you are a bit, what's the word in English, down, you know, but you have to do our best the same, because it's our responsibility.
You know, it's strange, the one word that you haven't used is hospitality, and the one thing that you've been talking about throughout our chat is actually hospitality. you do feel that when you come into any one of your 2 hotels now and 3 hotels presumably next year, that you are provided with true, thoughtful hospitality. And next year, of course, is going to be a big event for Santiago because it's the. Tell me what's happening next year in Santiago.
Well, next year is we call Holy Year, Año Santo in Spanish, or Xacobeo. It happens when the 25th of July is on Sunday, and it happens every 6, 5, 6, 11 years. Then the next one would be in 2021, 21st. Many people come to Santiago, above all for religious reasons. We have big events, big concerts, expositions, but above all for religious reasons. Even maybe the Pope of Rome will come 2010. It's good for the city, not for the city, for the hotels, for the restaurants, maybe not for the neighbors, because between May and September the city is a bit overcrowded. But it's interesting. We love, in fact, the Xacobeo. The city is full of life. It's good. It's good. A good experience for us.
Yeah, and also it's the combination of the pilgrims who walked from hundreds of miles sometimes to get here, and the students in the university. So you have a good spiritual life, and you have a good nightlife as well.
Sure. The nightlife of Santiago is changing now, but it's another complement for the attractions of the city. We have, as I told you before, a really big university with 500 years old. They say that, I don't know, but 500 years old. One of the oldest universities in our country, and the nightlife is very intense, in very bohemian. You have in some locals, in some pubs, people from several countries all over the world. I think it's a nice attraction to this.
So you've got good food, you've got hospitality, you've got nightlife, and you've got an idiosyncratic welcome. I think that people will thoroughly enjoy coming to see you next year. Thank you very much indeed.
My
Thank
pleasure.
You.